What is up? Welcome back to the We Hate the Fullbringer arc podcast. As always, joined by Jose. This arc fucking sucks. Like, I'm sorry, I'm not going to beat around the bush.
The best part was episode 3, and it was a nice break. It was New Year's Day.
Complete filler episode. Holy shit. And you know, normally for you two, they're like, oh, don't cuss in the first few seconds. I fucking hate the Fullbringer arc. I don't give a fuck about anything that was said here. I hate that arc with a passion. So you may have noticed that we probably, was it 2 weeks in a row we didn't do this
2 weeks in a row, only because every time we sit down to do it, we're like,
I would rather do anything else in the fucking world than do
what
this
did we end up
podcast.
doing last week?
So last week we got together. I purposely had Jose bring over his girlfriend to entertain my girlfriend. Okay. And I was like, it's going to be perfect. Like, they'll go do something. We can sit and watch Bleach. It's going to be great. Then we're like, do you guys want to do anything else in the world rather than do this? And I was like, I would love to. I would fucking love to. So we went and did Target. We went to Target, literally just bought new board games so we could play them rather than watch Bleach because I fucking hate it. And that being said, I want to give, credit where credit is due. It is starting to pick up with these 5 episodes. I thought the first couple that we watched were garbage. I hated them.
Of course.
The third episode was the nice filler one, which is the New Year's / I think they were both New Year's.
Yeah,
themed.
it was
there was
New,
like 2
New
parts
Year's,
of the episode.
It was New Year's kite flying with the lieutenants and
then
stuff.
there's like a New Year's dance.
Yeah, with Rukia and Renji.
And that one I thought was less good, but it was
I like the first one better.
It was kind of like shipping Rukia and Renji together, which I guess is cool.
Canon.
And then the last 2 were good. I liked the last 2 Fullbring arcs, specifically the last one that we watched where it actually starts to pick up.
Where Tsukishima starts using his power,
yes.
I was like, what the fuck? Yeah. But then I remembered.
So we have a big problem with Chad, and he did fix it in the last episode, which I think is a little bit of a redeeming moment there. But they basically where we last left off was Tsukishima showed up at the Xcution headquarters, and kind of like we see Ichigo's first kind of reishi kind of Fullbring outfit, like the OG one, not the cool looking one with the white shit on his face, but like the cloak.
The cloak and his sword attached to his arm.
So he ends up fighting Ichigo, fucks him up. Ichigo does the classic Ichigo thing and very quickly learns, like he starts learning his Fullbring power. He
natural
starts to
fighter.
Do basically the flash step of the Fullbrings.
Bringer step or bringer.
Something
whatever.
Stupid. He kind of learns that very quickly.
Bringer step.
But Chad and Ginjo are also there, who not helping at all
do shit
until Ichigo gets fucked up. Then Chad goes to help, and so does Ginjo. Chad does not use his other arm.
The left arm. He does not use it at all.
Annoying the fuck out of us.
What have we learned from Ichigo? Go Bankai.
It was annoying us so much. And it was like, Chad, they have delegated him, which I guess is maybe, let's call it character development. I don't fucking know. Question mark. He's become the thinker man.
Like, he's super
weird.
smart now.
He's become
he's got to do something. Remember, he doesn't talk most of the time.
But it's like he has suddenly became the narration voice, which is weird because obviously Ichigo is full fooled by these guys. But Chad is suddenly a guy where he's like, there's something going on here.
It's
like
fishy.
It's not quite making sense. It doesn't. Why would Tsukishima go through all this stuff? Why would he do this? And Chad is narrating the whole arc. And the whole time he's narrating, he's not using his other arm. And I want to hit him in the face because his other arm is so much better than his fucking shield arm. Infinitely better.
But what did we get at the end?
He uses the other arm and he almost fucks up Tsukishima.
Yeah, right? He had such a good technique until Tsukishima's effects.
Tsukishima took damage off of it.
Yeah,
he took mad damage off of it.
He punched the whole construction site and then you just see a body plop and I'm like, oh my God, broken kneecaps and everything.
It's like, wow, what if he would have done that when they were all jumping the shit out of him?
Yep, exactly. Would have been way better.
Yeah, and so they kind of have that fight and we get to see Ginjo, which immediately something's up with Ginjo because we see the first part of his power where he does like a big green blast. Like basically we were making fun of him as like Green Getsuga.
Yep.
But they don't build it up at all.
No, not at all. He just launches it.
He just does it.
Yeah.
And that's the first thing where I was like, he's the bad guy. Like they normally, if it was like a good guy or even like a really good bad guy, they would have built it up. Like, here comes my special move. Yeah. Like, here's what I call this. Instead, he just launched it.
Yeah, normal shonen.
And then Tsukishima just survives and dips. It was like, okay, so something's up there that they just show his power and then nothing. Which is like immediately a red flag was like, oh,
and he did cut his forehead, so now something might be up.
Yes. So Ginjo did get a scratch in Tsukishima, which they don't talk about, but then they do set up, which we see come into effect in the last episode, is Chad got dicked on by Tsukishima as well.
Meanwhile, we get the little training arc.
Yeah,
and
we get the training arc.
I loved Orihime. I fell in love with her.
So Orihime, and like I'm going to be the first to say, I do not like Orihime. I've said that multiple times. You can go back and watch the podcast. I hate Orihime. I think she's annoying. I think Ichigo should have ended up with Rukia. That's not a scandalous take. A lot of people think that. I'm one of them. She becomes a badass in this arc.
Right.
I don't know.
I loved her. I was like, wow, she grew a spine.
Even the time we saw her when Tsukishima first came to cut her, she was a badass again. Remember? Because Tsukishima tried to leave and she was like, no, you're not fucking leaving.
I like that.
She has become a badass in this past year, and she does kind of, because like Ichigo is kind of like, yo, what happened to you? And she's like, yo, you didn't have powers for 17 months or something.
What do you think I've been up to?
Yeah, it's like we've had to like pick up the slack, man. It's like we were not sitting around doing nothing. Like we were fucking around. And Orihime has basically made this I don't know if people remember because I totally forgot.
I didn't know that was a thing.
She has changed her shield now to when she rejects something, if somebody attacks it, it kind of like makes an explosion absorption thing. And
so
then
the explosion kind of like minimizes the damage and then shoots it right back.
Yeah, which is fucking badass. She fucked up Ginjo with it and she fucked up Tsukishima with it. Both of them. She's the only one who injured both of them, I think.
Yep, she's a badass. And not only that, she stands her ground and is like, no, I am not leaving Ichigo because I love this motherfucker.
He's so good. And like she kind of tells off Ruka as well, because Ruka's like, oh, what are you going to do? She's like, listen, I've been with Ichigo for a long time. I'm going to do whatever the fuck he needs.
I love that part. She's like steps right by her. She's like, this is my man. I know how to deal with it.
She has become fucking cool. And even like she's talking to Chad, and like I was laughing when we were talking about it, because the main Fullbring storyline is like, you know, Ichigo gets his Fullbring powers. You know, he like officially conquers it. And then they just tell Chad and Orihime, oh, okay, you guys can go. And then they give this whole spiel about like, we should be really careful because Tsukishima is clearly going after those people close to Ichigo. And I would say the people closest to him are the ones who are going to be attacked first. And Chad and Orihime just left.
They just left.
They just like, and I think it's for Ruka after the spiel is done. Oh, shouldn't we like go check on like Chad and Orihime? And Genjo's like, nah, we should protect Ichigo.
Which she still goes out of her way.
I was like, okay, yeah, Ruka is still a good person, goes out of her way. I do not remember, you know, because my memory is shit, and I obviously think she is a bad guy. Ruka is in on the whole thing.
I think she's kind of in, but not really.
Because she does fight Rukia.
She does, but she gets beat easily.
Yes. So I can't really remember, but like she is, for what it's worth, has been a good person through this whole thing.
I mean, she cares for Orihime once. Whoa, the disses. I forgot.
Yeah.
She starts going like, "Oh, what are you stupid? Were you raised by your parents like so dumb?"
So
and I'm like, "Oh
good.
no." And she's like, "I don't know my parents."
Yeah,
you know.
So good.
And she's like, "Oh, well then who raised you? My brother. Oh, he must be an idiot. He's dead." And I'm just like, "Oh, woman,
so good, so
no
good.
chill."
Yeah, and it's just like. I like to hate on Ruka. I still think she's a shitty character because just the Fullbring arc as a whole is shitty. But like she had some great banter with Orihime. Yeah. I gotta say, really,
them two
good.
were good together.
Yukio I liked. He was in it for a little bit. He kind of does the video game thing. He's cool, I guess. Still don't like the butler. Still don't like Jackie. They literally have no redeeming qualities at all. They fucking suck. Genjo I still don't like as a character. I think
his design is cool.
He's just kind of boring, and it could be the dub of it, but like he's just boring. I just don't think he has a spot.
I think he's boring up until the last couple episodes.
Yeah, he just doesn't seem like he has a spot. And I get they're kind of trying to be vague because like Ichigo kind of talks like, I can't get a read on him. It's like, which this was another funny point that we immediately saw. So when they fought Tsukishima the first time on the roof, when Ichigo got his Fullbring like kind of half powers, Ginjo kept saying he cannot sense any killing intent from Tsukishima. He doesn't know what's up. Like if Tsukishima wanted to, he could fuck them all up. And then Ichigo thinks back to that same fight. It's like, man, when I was fighting Tsukishima, all I could sense was killing intent.
Yep.
But like for Ginjo, it feels like he has a cap on his mind. It's like, well, which is it? All right, which is it? Which one of you guys is telling the truth here?
They're just
like,
confusing the guy.
Yeah,
okay?
I was like, what the fuck? And then he cuts Ichigo's eyes and just like, yo, he's like, this is gonna help you. And which even Ichigo himself was like, why would you fucking do that? What the fuck? Like he was pissed about it.
What an asshole. And then they trap Orihime because obviously she's worried about the man.
You know, I don't think any of this stuff, you know, like they do this thing with Ichigo. It's a running thing through the whole show where they always push him to his limits in training, like on purpose, where they do like, oh, I had to be really mean to you because that's the only way you're going to learn. Like, or I had to make you think you were going to die, but really you were in no danger at all. After a while, you would be like, oh, this is just training, right? Like you would never get that sense of adrenaline because like you would know deep down, like they're just fucking with me again.
Yeah.
But like, Ichigo seems to fall for it every time.
He's naive. He's what, 17?
Yeah, it's like the whole
almost?
thing with Ginjo was so bad. It was just like, oh, I had to do that because I needed you to unlock Fullbring power right in front of me. Because when you unlock your full Fullbring power, apparently you explode.
Yep.
Your inner soul explodes out, and there needs to be someone there to catch it for you. Otherwise, it would explode.
What happened to Chad?
What happened to Chad? What happened to Orihime? I guess the explanation of that is they both haven't unlocked their full Fullbring, maybe. I don't fucking know.
Like I said, if Chad had a cool suit of armor that he got to wear.
I mean, question number 2, how did the first Fullbring guy survive then? That's my question.
He died. Someone watched him die.
He just suicide bombed.
He's like, oh, I need someone to cast my explosion on.
I guess that's just how it works. And Ginjo was just like, oh, yeah, I got you, bud. I got you. And it's like, okay, fuck yourself. It's like, I fucking hate your guts.
Plots.
Yep. And I mean, after that, there's not much to be fucking said. Tsukishima shows up. Oh, and this, I did like this. He starts to fight Chad and Orihime, which they were kind of standing his ground.
Yeah,
like they were kind of fucking him up. They were pushing him back. And like even Chad at one point was like, yo, we can take him just the two of us.
Yeah.
And I was like, yeah, get him, Chad. And that's when he used the other arm. I was like, about fucking time. I give him a standing ovation on that one. About fucking time.
Like, Jose, look, he's doing it.
Jose was on his phone. I was like, Jose. It's like he used the arm. It was like, it was the best part. The other episodes were trash. Finally used the arm, and they were doing damage.
Yeah, they were. They were gonna beat him.
Yeah, but then it's like Tsukishima, and they do. I thought it was so good the way that they show him like slowly replacing himself with the memories,
especially with like Chad and the coin and everything, and then Orihime like picturing her brother. And stuff. I was like,
yes, it was so good. And even like slight things like, oh, didn't we like go to the Soul Society with Tsukishima? It's like
when she said that, I was like, wait, already?
Yep. I think that is a line she drops later with Ichigo, where she's like, no, it was Tsukishima we went with, and like that fucks up Ichigo.
He
but
gets all depressed.
I loved it. And it's like when I saw the episode, like that episode itself, it was good. You know, I didn't have a problem with it. But like we got done, and that was the last episode we watched. And like, Jose, I think this is good news because hopefully it should be full gas from here. We should go full through the storyline.
Yeah, I think so. Because we got to see a little clip of Ishin, Urahara, and Rukia, and I was like, oh,
which I
finally.
can't believe they like spoiled that so quickly.
I thought it was gonna be later
because like the whole setup with that was like, oh, what are Ishin and Urahara doing? Or like they're up to some shady shit. Like what are they doing? And then they just straight up spoil.
They show you her pouring her power into
like
something.
Rukia shows up. They show Rukia new design and everything.
They really should have cut that part and just been Ishin and
and they're like, oh, here. It's like, okay, put your full power in here. And she's like, okay. And then I thought it was even more weird because then they go to filler for the New Year's, and it's old style Rukia.
Yeah,
it's like they go back to the old design, which is cool because
I still like it. It's
you don't want to ruin like the new reveal of like all the new characters' designs. But the filler was really good.
Yeah,
really, really good. The Renji and Rukia part was not my favorite because Renji was like
slow,
a fucking weirdo in that.
I mean, Renji was just trying to distract her, so I get it. But at the same time,
but I loved the kite one. The kite one was so
Ikaku
good.
On the fucking kite fighting
Loved
Soifon.
It because they also just made a joke of Izuru, which I am just always for. I fucking hate that guy.
Yep.
And like they made Shuhei talk real weird, and I was like, I don't know what the fuck that was. And like he just had like a real calming voice, like, oh, I got this. I'm just gonna cheer him up.
Yep.
Like, okay, cool. I guess that's who he is now. That's fun. But I mean, I really liked filler.
Same.
I thought the filler was really, really good. At first, when I saw it was filler, I wanted to shoot my brains out because you never know. You never know what's going to be.
Hit or miss.
But I enjoyed it, and it was a nice little, like, I don't know, kind of send-off filler, I would say.
I agree so, yeah.
So that was pretty fucking good. And then I am now at the part of the Fullbring where I hope to God it's going to continue to be
I think
good.
it's going to pick up. I think it will pick up and be nice because we got to remember, we got to get the fights in with the captains
we have
and
10 episodes left on the dot. And I know from memory, Ichigo ends up having to fight, like, you know, his friends. I think he fights Orihime and Chad. And then Uryu's going to show up.
Yep, and help him out.
Yeah, and then all of, like, the betrayal happens, and then the Soul Society shows up. And I think those will be our full 10 episodes all the way through. And I was telling Jose, because we were trying to figure out, we got 15 episodes left. Like, what the fuck? I know it ends with Ichigo kind of like, I got my powers back, smile, looking out into the fucking clouds, you know. And then that's it. So, hopefully we get there sooner rather than later, because I hate this fucking arc. I hate this arc so much. And talking about it with like you guys in the comments and the people when we live stream Bleach Brave Souls, I guess they added stuff. Is like kind of they kind of
like a filler.
They kind of stretched out the Fullbring arc to be even more, and I just can't stand it. I will literally never watch this arc
slow
ever
for
again.
how small the arc was.
It is worse than any filler arc they have ever done, and I fucking hate it. I cannot like. It's just they introduce a whole bunch of new characters I don't care about. Then they fucking just shoehorn them.
What about
everything.
his boss?
Okay, Ikumi. I like Ikumi, but it's like fuck.
Older Tatsuki.
I like older Tatsuki. I like, but she was already introduced. I like Tatsuki from day one. I was day one Tatsuki fan. But it's just like, man, I cannot get attached to any of these characters. I know they're bullshit characters, and it does not do it for me. And it's so long. It's just one of those things where even if I was watching it for the first time, which I try to put myself in the mindset of, if I was watching it for the first time, I know the end result is going to be Ichigo getting his powers back. I know that's what's going to happen, and it's all I want to see. And it's like, it does not need to be so long of an arc. It's annoying.
I mean, there's nothing we can do about it. I mean, that's literally how they designed it. I mean, technically, Bleach lost a lot of its fan base, or not its fan base, but the viewerships and everything went down during the whole Fullbring and stuff.
Because it sucks.
Yeah, it
sucks, and it's like it sucks because the animation is so good that it should have been good.
I know it was such good animation for it,
but I fucking want to blow my brains out watching this, and there's no other nicer way to say it. I fucking hate this arc.
I agree. It's not my favorite at all.
It's like it is a chore to watch it every time. Where it's like the other time's like kind of good, kind of fun. Like even in filler arcs, like okay, yeah, let's watch the next 5 episodes. You know, we might get 3 good ones, some bad ones, whatever. This has been continuously slow and boring, and I've hated it.
Well, hopefully this last bit redeems some of it, which we know we like the ending.
This is the whole reason to watch it. It's kind of like about this arc. I feel the same way about any sort of a anime movie that's not canon. Is the whole reason you watch it is to get to the end. The whole reason you watch it is to get to the big fight scene, see the big spectacle, and yay!
Yeah, that was so cool.
But this is taking too long. It has been too fucking long.
It's not even a movie length.
It would have been nice if maybe. Oh, they would have been movies. I don't think were really super in this kind of format back then. But it would have been nice if they did like Bleach the final movie is like a full thing.
Oh,
like,
that would have been
go.
really cool.
And, like, here's the movie. We condense it in an hour 20 minutes. Here's the full
I'd be
bring
fine with
arc.
that.
Boom. Because the fact that it's what we've watched maybe 30 episodes of this arc. I don't know how long this arc is.
No,
It
it's not
is
30, is it?
entirely too long. Entirely too long. We've at least done a couple episodes. We do 5 each. We had 15 left at the start of this.
Right.
It's at least 25, Jose. At least.
Oh god.
It is horrible, and it needs to be shortened.
I agree.
Tite Kubo has been talking about
Going back
potentially
and redoing some stuff.
rebooting. No, the rebooting.
Oh no,
the
no,
whole
definitely
series.
the reboot of Bleach is a huge talk. I guess
he's
this
been-
isn't the only time he's talked about it.
He's been kind of talking about wanting to do it. And he said we'd love to. He has to cut the fat on the Fullbring arc. There's no fucking way. I will obviously. I'll watch Soul Society Rescue arc again. I would love to watch the whole Arrancar invasion arc,
It's long,
Wakamuno
but
invasion, all that.
I know I'm all in for that.
I would love to rewatch all of that with all the fillers cut and really
Yep.
new animation looking
We
beautiful.
get Bleach Brotherhood.
Yes, I would love that. I will not watch the Fullbring arc again. Over my dead body, I will stop watching this series. I will come back when 1,000 Year Blood War comes back because I will not watch that again. I don't give a fuck what he does this arc. I'm not watching it again. Straight up, I will sit out. It's like,
Well, there you have it.
I hate it. That being said, supposedly, Jump Festa, is it Festa or Fiesta? I think it's Festa.
Festa, I think.
Is supposed to have Bleach on the main stage, which means
They have the main stage. So we're probably gonna get some kind of a teaser. We're gonna get the what is it? The expo, the art expo. Probably they're gonna talk about that, which is gonna be fantastic. And then some Burn the Witch news probably.
You think they'll do Burn the Witch on the Bleach stage?
I think they will because it's Tite Kubo.
Yeah.
So it's like it'll probably be something small on the side, nothing
So
crazy.
Fingers crossed we get some good shit there because I think that's coming in December. So
yeah, I think it's the first week of December. I think.
So we'll hopefully be talking about that when that happens. We mentioned we want to try and live stream it if we can. I don't know what time it'll come on. If it's at like 4 a.m., that's not going to happen. But if it's sometime where we can try and get a live stream, I would love to watch it. Aside from that, it should be getting some good news because it has been incredibly dry of 1,000 Year Blood War news. Incredibly
dry. I mean. I'm at the point where all I do is sit there at my desk and draw Nemu.
Yeah, they're good drawings. They're really good drawings. So hopefully we have some good shit coming up, and I hope the anime is coming up. It would be amazing if they announced it was going to be like spring season. That would be crazy.
If it's that soon, I would be so happy.
I bet we
I'd
get a trailer. My guess is we get a trailer.
I'd get a Bleach tattoo. I would so get a Bleach tattoo.
It'd be
It's
so
like super
good.
quickly.
It'd be so good. Okay, that is it. Let us know. We've talked about the Fullbring to fucking death. I've said it a million times. I hate it. But that being said, I think it's picking up. We're getting to the good parts. Let us know what you guys think is going to be announced, Jump Festa. I bet we get a trailer. That's my guess for the anime.
I agree.
A trailer, and then probably
teaser.
some sort of a I would say it's confirmation of what the continuation of Bleach is going to look like in the manga form because it is going to be a Shonen
the
Jump
hell.
thing. Yeah. So I'm sure it'll be like a confirmation of is it going to be monthly? What's it going to be? Going forward. I bet we get those two pieces. Let us know in the comments down below what you think we're going to get. If there's been any leaks, what do you think about a reboot of Bleach? I think it's going to be fucking fantastic. I would love it. And with that being said, be sure to leave a like, subscribe. If you're listening to this, tell your friends, say what's up. We're going to try and power through the last 10 and not miss a week.
We promise. We'll try.
I just want it to be done.
We'll say by the end of the year.
I love Bleach. I want it to be done. And then we'll get on to more fun things because there's a lot of other good Bleach content out there that is not the Fullbring arc, I swear to God. So thank you so much for watching. We will see you guys next time. Have a good one out there. Let us know what you guys thought. We'll see you next time.